Okay guys, what's up once more? Welcome back again with Root of the Null, teaching you some cool Python stuff with a colorama library or module. And I'm back on Linux. If you guys watched the Windows video, I'm all done with that crap. I'm done. I'm laying down the line. I give up! I give up! I can't work under these conditions! And lots of other funny things. Um, Now we're going to be actually checking out some more of the colorama module, but we still aren't actually going to be printing out funny colors yet. We still have some more semantics and kind of nuances that we need to work out before we do that funny stuff. But, okay. Anyway, if you're in idle, you're going to be making funny programs with Python, and I'm going to be doing that too. So I'm going to bring over a new file and a new script that we can work with, and I'm going to resize it a bunch of times so you guys can see it, and it looks pretty good up here. But we're going to go ahead and write a typical program. I'm just going to save mine is maybe thing.python. Okay, so it's a typical Python program. We've got our shebang line, that sort of thing, Python. I'll define a main function as usual. And go ahead and test whether or not all this stuff is good and ready to roll for us, and we can run main. And we're in a good spot, though. So now I'm going to go ahead and import colorama. And if you guys have seen my sys module series, I'm going to be using from, the keyword from, so we can get everything within colorama without treating it as another whole object. So from colorama, import everything. Okay, so that works out for us. But now we've got colorama usable and that sort of thing, and we're in a decent spot. Okay. You know, actually, in this video, I think we will print out some funny colors. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, why don't we print out some funny colors? Before we dive into all of them, though, I'll just print out maybe some red text. Keep it easy, because we're going to be addressing all the colors and the funny things you can do in a later video. I'm sure you've probably seen them in the playlist. But anyway, what we're going to do is go ahead and print our our function to be able to. Well, I guess it is both a function and a keyword, depends on the version of Python you're using. But anyway, we're going to print out a little bit of a variable here from colorama. Now, typically, if you were using just colorama, if you're importing colorama, then you're going to want to use this preceding colorama term so we know that it's from the colorama package. But I mean, we as pretty smart programmers know that we don't need that. We're going to be addressing things from the colorama package even without its funny name in the way. So from colorama import everything, and we can still use things from within colorama, we just don't need the dot selector. So we're actually going to print for FORE, and that's what's going to allow us to manipulate the foreground color, or the color of the text that we're writing. And here, after our dot selector, we actually type in what color we want in all capital letters. And I just want it to be red. Pretty easy. And I'm just going to use some string concatenation with a plus sign and say, this is red text, you know? Okay. Now we're in a good spot. Now, we can actually run this from within idle, remember, because idle isn't actually a command line. We need to be able to run it inside the shell, even if we're not in idle. Okay, so if I get my command line open up, we've got, let's see, what do we have here? Colorama, lots of other videos. Where was it? I called it thing.python. That's right. So if I run Python thing.python, it's going to tell us this is red text, and it's in red text. How cool is that? I know, you guys don't care. Whatever. So even after the program has ended, though, we've got our typical colors prompt back the way that we would expect it. Like, we still don't have red text remaining, and that's one of the nice things about Colorama, that once the program ends, it will still deactivate all the colors that you've used. It will resort back to the initial color settings that you had set up. But anyway, for some, especially on Windows, this may not be working. And that's not a good thing. We want this to work. That's pretty evident. So, initialization in Windows is a little bit different from initialization in Linux, because Windows doesn't actually support these ANSI or the ANSI sort of codes or signals that we use inside of our terminals. They actually don't have support for them, but the Windows API does have a functionality for using these colors. It's just kind of different from the way that Linux and Mac and like Unix-based computers actually use. So we actually have to use a specific function from within Colorama, and I'm pretty sure you guys have probably guessed it. It's init, or initialize. And on any other operating system other than Windows, this isn't going to do anything. I know that's weird. But on Windows, it's going to, actually change every setup, or at least every call to our ANSI text codes right here. And that's going to become a call to the Windows API to change the color of that line of text, or whatever it is that you're working with. So on Windows, you're going to need the init function, and it may even be a little bit slow. It may kind of slow down the beginning, or at least the initialization or the start of your program. But dude, I mean, it's Windows. What do you expect? Get over on Linux. Join the party. But, okay, the moral of the story here, what I'm trying to say, is it's a good idea for no matter what operating system you are running, or whatever platform that you've got going on in your system or your own setup, you should typically be running the initialize function, or the init function. That's just all there is to it. It's good practice with the colorama module. So that's all there is to it. It's pretty simple. I mean, all I want to get across in this video is that type in the initialize function, or at least call the init function before you start printing out any fancy colors with colorama. Okay. Hopefully I've drilled that into your head enough. Hopefully I've jammed that down your throat so you can never breathe again. And we should be all done. We can move on to the next video. That's dumb. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm having a lot of fun with this series so far. I think it's because I'm just acting like a goofball. I hope you guys can sort of put up with that. I hope you're having a good time. And please like the video if you guys like the video. If you don't like the video, then just walk away. That dislike button is not your friend, as cuddly as it looks. And if you like it, please give me some constructive criticism. Tell me what other series you want to see. Leave a comment is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And if you're willing, if you're feeling generous, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really love that. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.